Hi everyone, welcome back to All the Neffyness. I'm super excited to be here today to do a little flip through of this mini album, which I worked for the In the Scrap blog. So for the month of July, I have been invited to guest design in the blog, and I had to do a challenge which is included every month on their blog, and then I had an opportunity to create 2 projects of my choosing, and I will be sharing those on the blog through the month as well. The first project that I decided to choose to do was, of course, a mini album. I think you guys know how much I love mini albums. And I really wanted to create something that was fun, that was easy, and that was super fun and chunky, as you see here. So what I did was I decided that I was going to scrap a bunch of 4x4 photos of my son, using some items that I had been hoarding. So I had the Little You collection that I had used a couple of times, but I wasn't finished with it. And then I also had the Cute Kid collection. I think it's Cool Kid. The girl version would be Cute Girl. So I used the Cool Kid collection from Crate Paper, and basically my idea was to use up fun things in my stash to create this chunky layout of my son. And I don't think I have any albums of just him, so this was extremely fun to do. And so I'm going to describe how I got all of this done, and give you guys a little look at what is all included in there. So first off, I decided that I wanted a 6x6 album, and all I did to get it started, if you guys watch the process, I do have a process for this on how I got the papers all sewed together and the watercoloring on it, so I will link that down below and you guys can go check it out. I decided to cut out 6x6 papers and add lots and lots of stitching. I kind of was inspired by Paige Evans and how she uses a bunch of stitching on her books, and it just creates a super fun textured look. So I decided I was going to do that, and you can see, I think you can kind of see it through here, all the threads that are hanging out, and I just think that was super fun. Then I also decided that I was going to bring out some specialty papers that I've had in my stash, but I never use them. So I found this super cool, I guess it's like cellophane. I mean, it's a transparency paper, but it's got a really cool reflecting color to it. I don't know if you guys can see it there. So it's really cool, and I decided to use these as the covers for my mini album. And then I also have a different transparency in here, which is a Dear Lizzie one that's got a bunch of fun shapes on it and stuff. So let's take a look, okay? So first off, you guys have seen me play with this. I added a few of these little baker's twines to the edges just because I thought it looked a little plain without it, and it just adds a little fun to the book. My front cover, I'm using, like I said, this transparency paper, and I'm using a mix of the chipboard, ephemera pieces, and also of the puffy stickers for, what is it? Cute Kid collection. So the inside of my book, like I said, if you see it in the process video for this book, you guys will see how I went in and stitched 2 of these 6x6 white cardstock papers, and I stitched them together, and then I went ahead and watercolored on only one side of the little page. So that's basically what I did. I just added a super small sentiment, and this is basically the title of my book. It's called Best Kid, and I like how the inside kind of repeats it. It's Best Kid Ever. So here's the first page. I decided to just kind of randomly introduce my son and basically I'm using just a bunch of little details that go with boy. So boy, a noise with dirt on it, little dude, this is a big card with the B on it, and you guys can see how randomly I added my stitching. So I added stitching to the top here, and then I also added stitching here, which kind of went over my photo, and I really do love that look. On the next side, I have a photo of my son checking out bugs with a little friend that he has, and I just basically used this color scheme in the background to go with the items that I put on here. And like I said, I'm using a mix of the chipboard stickers, the what are these called? The little puffy stickers, and the ephemera pieces. And then I'm also using transparency cards of a cut apart sheet that I had in my specialty papers. So here's another one. This one's a fun one because you can see his little booty. And again, I'm going with the colors that kind of will go best. So here I'm using a mix of purple, blacks, and whites, and then these pretty mint colors. And since my photo is black and white, I feel like it goes very well together. I added random stitching to the tag here that goes over my photo in this corner right here as well, just to stick this card down, and then above this little tag here. So some of this is stitched onto the back, and some of these are just simply stitched through the machine, and then I stick them onto this paper. So it just depends. It's all random, but I do like the look of all these little threads everywhere. So this is just like a spacer layout part where it says boys rule. Oh no, we gotta stick that back on. And then we have this little one that says this way boys rule. So this one's one of my favorites. This one says eat sleep roar, and I'm gonna bring it up a little closer so you guys kind of take a look at the details. I did add stitching through the words, so that's gonna help keep my words stuck down. Like you guys saw in the last page, they kind of do fall off. And then on this side, I simply added a photo of my son sleeping, and I used a bunch of matching colors. The colors here are yellow, blue, and red, so you guys can see how I use that everywhere. And then I stitched this transparency over the top that says Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and this is from the Little You collection from Crate Paper. On to the next page, I created this really fun kind of like shaker page using this Dear Lizzie specialty paper. And on one side, I simply added some ephemeras with stitching over them and a few little puffy stickers. In here, I added a little like car track, a picture of a little boy, a little banner that says eat, play, sleep, and then this here, you can't really see it, but it's like a little dinosaur that says boy stuff at the bottom. And then on this side, I added a picture of my son where he's playing in a little basket, and this was actually last year, so most of these photos are when he was still 1. So I thought this was super cute, and then just added a little card here. And I do like the way this goes here. I had thought about adding this as my cover page, but decided to change my mind because I felt like it was covering too much if I wanted to add a title on top. So I decided to add it here where he's actually playing. On to the next page. This one again is one of my favorites simply because I love the colors here. It's very bluish, and I really do hope that you guys are catching all the light. It's blue, and then I have pops of reddish orange since the little boy here has like orange hair. And basically what I did here is added this tag that says be kind, be brave, be a friend, and then this little banner thing that I stitched that says live free. And I liked this tag because he's actually holding my hand here, and I thought it was the sweetest thing in the world. I took a picture of it, of course, as I sat holding his hand. But I knew that I wanted to add this because I think it just goes perfect with the photo and how gentle he's being to his mommy. I also added this little banner that says you are our favorite adventure, and then there's a tag here that I would like to probably add Baker's Twine. I guess I didn't see it. And then I just added a strip of, from the card apart sheet, there's like a ABC's strip here, and added another little guy. On this page, I really like because it's like grayish and black, and basically it's pretty simple. I just added this, or stitched this card here over on the left hand side over the gray watercolor, and then on this side I added a bunch of layering and chipboard stickers and mix of things to just center focus my sun here in the middle. So I added chipboards, puffies, also that acetate tags from the cut apart sheet, and a little bit of layering. And basically my colors here are bluish, grayish, and black. I really do like it. Then this page, I have a photo of my son's super chunky little legs, which I love so much. And I just put this here, little man from the puffy stickers. I added a little ruler. This is from the Little You collection. I thought it goes perfect with his little legs, measuring up his little stature. Robot, and then I added this simple acetate sheet here with this super cute pattern that I've been showing you guys. I just thought it went well to mix in both sides, and then this side is just very nice and simple, which is just a little circle tag. It's like a globe, and then a chipboard from the Little You collection that says love you to the moon and back. So it's super simple, super cute. The next page is a favorite because he's riding a donkey at one of his cousin's birthdays, and he's super excited. Look at that face. He was like riding it like a total champ. So this one, I added a little bit of ruler, a little bit of the cut-aparts, the ephemera pieces, and then this one, this little, what is it, banner that says adventure. And then I really did want to include this from the chipboard sheet because it says young and brave, and I just felt like he was being super brave and wasn't scared of anything that day, even though I was scared for him being on that horse. He was not, as you can tell. So the next page we have, and you guys can see how my puffy stuff is kind of falling off. This would be the last actual layout. So this one says ready, set, go time, and this is just a photo of my son waiting by our car on a rainy April morning. And I simply added like a little toy truck here, and then this acetate tag that says adventure, and then over top I added a little bit of just another chipboard, and then I'm also adding red here so that I can kind of match up with these little stars. And the final page is this little tag here from the cut apart sheet that says boys will be boys, and that finishes off my layout. I mean my mini book, sorry. This is not a layout. So this finishes up my mini book. I had lots of fun making it. I think it's super fun for my son to, you know, record the little moments of his exciting little life. And I just had lots of fun making it for In the Scrap. I hope that she likes it because I think it's just perfectly me the way that I have created this book. It's definitely something that I enjoy doing, mini books that I can make on my own 100%. All I did to put it together is just these little rings that you can buy anywhere. And that was it, guys. It was super fun to make. It's super chunky. That's like my favorite part of it all. And it's recording some super awesome memories of my son. So thanks for stopping by today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little flip through. And I invite you guys to go check all the details for this book on the In the Scrap blog. I do have a link to it in my blog, but if you don't want to go there, I do have a direct link to the blog post right down here. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and I will be including a few close-ups. And thanks for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye.